Richard Southern joins us this hour for a look at the business stories making headlines today. And Richard, lots of us are cooking at home, and I suspect that that has contributed to a spike for grocery stores like the giant behind Sobeys, but it's coming at the cost of the workers who make it possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting. You know, Sobeys and its parent company, Empire, today was the latest grocer, Janella, to report huge profits as, you know, everyone went and stocked up during March and April, right? But it comes as, yes, they're pulling some bonuses back for their frontline workers. But Sobeys today reported that profit in the last quarter up 55 million to 177 million. Sales were up 7 billion, but it pulled back that $2 per hour pay hike for its workers last week. It was calling hero pay. This is what Jerry Diaz had to say in a tweet today. He's from Unifor, which represents 2,000 Empire employees. He said the company can afford to keep paying that wage increase with, quote, profits like these. Now, Janella, Sobeys did away with the pay hike on the same day that Metro and Loblaws did away with it. They all simultaneously scrapped it on June 13th. Yesterday, Premier Ford was asked if he thought that was fair.
I can't comment on the private sector. That's going to be up to each and every company. Every company's different. You know, we talk about all the heroes. Just imagine the cash register clerk that they've stood there day after day, you know, cashing everyone out, and just imagine all the people they've been in contact with. They're heroes.
So, you know, Janella, I mean, the companies contend, hey, you know, the worst of the pandemic's over. That's why we're removing that pay bump. The Premier didn't seem to want to take a position on it either way, but the workers, many of them say, hey, the pandemic's still ongoing. We have to wear our PPE here at work, and we deserve the pay hike. So, you know, it's an interesting debate.
Yeah, I mean, we are reopening, so we're seeing people going out more than usual, and we know the province is preparing for a potential second wave with that reopening. So it's hard to sympathize with the companies there saying they can't continue paying them. Okay, no surprises. We were talking about COVID-19 impacting the cruise ship industry at the kind of 3 months ago at the beginning of all of this, and it has really sunk the industry.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's go with all the puns because there is some trouble on the high seas, Janella. There was a deluge of red ink flooding Carnival Cruise Line's balance sheet today. This is the world's biggest cruise line. It reported a $4.4 billion quarterly loss as COVID-19 crippled its operations. Carnival says it's trying to sell 6 of its cruise ships in a mad dash to shore up that balance sheet. The ships cost about $1 billion new. It's not clear what they can sell them for. Carnival's had a loan credit line of $3 billion, which is run down. It says it doesn't know when it's going to restart the cruises. Compounding the problem is the fact that many of its ships with crew on board remain offshore. Governments won't let them dock. Carnival stock is down 63% on the year. That, you know, we talked, Janelle, about bookings are actually ticking higher these days, but they don't know if they're going to be able to go ahead with those cruises just yet. That's the problem for the company.
Okay. I was going to ask because we did talk about people still booking and planning their vacations, but who knows when those will be.
Who knows? And those losses, that's backwards looking, right? That's over the past 3 months that they had $4.4 billion worth of losses. Tough going.
Okay, so those of us stuck at home have been taking up a lot of projects. You know, maybe you've got a couple pins on your Pinterest board, and that has been helping the home improvement stores during the coronavirus crisis.
It seems we're all channeling our inner Bob Vila, Janella, stuck at home. DIY projects, remodeling projects through the roof. Survey found 73% of homeowners are planning to spend money on some sort of home improvement project this year. Home Depot and Lowe's are reporting that online sales are through the roof. Stock in both those companies approaching 52-week highs. If you're looking to do something to add to your home's value, experts say look at the kitchen first. They say you can expect to recoup 60 to 100% of your investment in a kitchen remodel so long as you don't go overboard. Janella, you and I are back just a little after 6:30 looking at some interesting stories, including how they're planning to open the pubs in Ireland, but there's going to be a lot of restrictions. We'll talk about that and more after 6:30.
Okay, Richard, we'll see you then.
Thanks.